Hey gang, Melaclaro here. So when you have a screencast video that you have produced, but you don't have the original project files, and now you need to change a graphic in the video, do you have to reshoot the entire video? The answer is no, and I'll show you how to edit your video so that way you don't have to reshoot the entire thing. Hey gang, Melaclaro here with Screencasting Wizard, helping you digitize your knowledge to get it online and web ready. So what I want to show you here is just a real quick tip on how you can actually use, edit a final video when you don't have the original project file. So here was a project, for instance, where we had a situation where all we had was the original MP4 video file, but we needed to make a change to a pricing graphic, and here's where it is. So I'll show you towards the end of the video. It goes like this. Listen.
Choose the Plans and Pricing option now to learn more about the bounty of productivity features that will help you get paid faster, lower your costs, and be more productive.
Okay, so this was obviously a corporate client where their pricing graphic on the screencast video that they had created needed to be updated, but in this situation the pricing graphic needed to change. So the question was, well, can we change that without having to reshoot? So the first question that you want to ask obviously is, well, sure, if I can get the original project files that it was created in. But let's say you don't have the original project files. So now all you have is the one video file. Do you have to reshoot the whole thing? Some folks would say yes, but you don't have to. If all you need to do is make this one change here, there's a little function called Separate Audio that you can use in Camtasia Studio version 8, and you can also use this in Camtasia for Macintosh as well as for Screenflow. So it'll work for those major software packages. So we'll find where we want to make the adjustment to, right? So let's say right here in the clip, right about the time when that graphic starts scaling down a little bit. So right there, right before we switch over to the plans and pricing graphic that we need to change. But right now, what we have is a situation where the clip actually includes both the audio and the graphic kind of embedded in the same clip. So all we would need to do here is, with that clip selected, just right-click the playhead, and of course you would align the playhead to the point where you want to cut it. Then you choose in Camtasia Studio, choose split. You have a similar function in Camtasia for Macintosh. Also, if you're a Screenflow user for Macintosh, you have a similar function there as well. So this technique I'm showing you will work for all three packages. Now what you do is you have two different clips there. So in this right-hand clip here, what we want to do is separate out the audio and the video. So we'll just right-click that clip, and this floating menu comes up where now you have this opportunity to choose separate video and audio. So when you click that, Camtasia will now create this other clip. One is just the video file, the video portion of it, and one is just the audio portion. So it's the video, or the graphic, is what we want to change. So I'm going to right-click that one and delete that, and we're left with just this audio file now, but it's all blank, right? So we don't have anything in there, but we have something that we can work with.
Choose the Plans and Pricing option now to learn more about...
Okay, now we just need to fix the plans and pricing graphic. So now it just becomes a matter of getting somebody that has some Photoshop skills, or using Camtasia or Snagit to recapture another screenshot of the new pricing graphic. And let's say over here I've already garnered one of those. We'll just add that to the timeline at the playhead. So there's our new graphic page. We've made it a little bit more generic now, so that way if the pricing again changes in the future, we won't have to go through this exercise. Maybe we'll have to do it for another part of the video, but we won't have to go through this exercise. And then maybe we dress this up a little bit more because it looks a little bit too spacey, too much white space. So let's go ahead and put the logo in at the top. So you can dress this up in other ways that you can, but notice you're doing this all now in the video editor as opposed to without having to reshoot the entire video, right? So just a little trick here. And then maybe over here we add another little call out graphic. This is all stuff that you can learn in my new course called Digital Know-How. So we can add a plans and pricing graphic there with a text call out, maybe spin that around a little bit, and there you go. So now we have a new graphics page that if we then just spend a little bit of time more aligning the graphics, and in just a real quick session there, take a look.
Arts and financials. Choose the Plans and Pricing option now to learn more about the bounty of productivity features that
So that's where we were able to now change the graphic without having to reshoot the entire video, even when we don't have the original video files. So I talk a lot about these kinds of techniques in my new course called Digital Know-How. If you want to learn more about how to do this and some other tips with either Camtasia Studio, which is the Windows version of Camtasia, or Camtasia for Macintosh, I have both those courses in the Digital Know-How course. If you want to take a look at that, you would actually just visit digitalknowhow.com with the dashes in between. But once you're logged in, you'll be able to check out we have the courses for Camtasia for Macintosh, and you can see there's a whole bunch of topics in there. And then we also have the fundamentals course for Camtasia Studio as well, and we'll continue to build that out. And then even beyond that, you'll get access to what my workflow is, how I produce all of the different videos and screencast videos and so on, how we fit in audio with all of that, and then even some advanced topics. Like for instance, this picture-in-picture effect. I have a whole series about how I do that and how we synchronize all of that stuff up into your screencast video. So if that's something that you want to take a look at, just head over to digitalknowhow.com and take a look at the module topics that are there. And if they look like something that might help you out in terms of something that you want to learn here in this year, then take a look at that. I'll see you there. Take care.